it's Armeezy, man. What's up? What's up with y'all? I'm happy to be here. To be honest, I actually feel really good to be here.
Good. You should feel good being on my channel because my channel is lit.
No, her channel pop.
You know. What the hell? All right. So today we talking about Index Universal Life Insurance. It's one of my favorites. One of the fan favorites. One of the fan favorites. You feel me?
It's so much of her favorite that that's the policy that she sold me. I actually have my own Index Universal Life that I've been paying for almost a year now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's a good policy to have depending on your specific needs. Like, if you are the type of person that focuses mainly on investing, you want your retirement set up, like you want to send your kids to college, but you don't want to have to worry about no loans and all that mess, this is the policy for you. Let me tell y'all why. So yesterday, I talked about Universal Life. Index Universal Life and Universal Life are similar policies. They're both permanent policies. The only difference is how the money is invested. With a Universal Life, your money is invested in a company's portfolio. But with Index Universal Life, your money grows based off of the performance of the stock market. And the good thing about that is, instead of you having to put your money directly in the stock market, worrying so much about if you're going to lose your money and all that jazz, you just get the benefits of the gains without the loss. Anyways, I paused so you can.
So the way that I look at Index Universal Life is like this. With a term policy, you have a really big death benefit for a small premium. So most of our clients pay around $50 a month for a $400,000 death benefit. So if they ever pass away, their $50 a month will give their family $400,000, which makes those policies very valuable because a lot of our clients are on a budget. But when it comes to whole life policies and Index Universal Life policies, this death benefit is split. So instead of getting a large death benefit, you have a big death benefit and a big living benefit. So instead of me paying $50 a month to have $400,000, I pay around $150 a month for close to $150,000 death benefit, and then my retirement account is growing. So instead of me having a $400,000 death benefit, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars that I can spend while I'm still alive by building a retirement account. So Index Universal Life Insurance policies are used for their living benefits, for you to have a retirement account and have a death benefit account. So not only will your family have a lot of money when you pass away, but you'll have a lot of money before you pass away by building a retirement account using Index Universal Life Insurance policy.
Facts. And I want to add too, he's paying $150 a month because we chose to overfund his account. He is a 26-year-old male. He could have got the policy way cheaper, but we're deciding to overfund it so that his retirement can be built a lot quicker. Also, he mentioned $50 for term. Let me tell you something. It gets cheaper than that. You could get a $30 policy, 20, 15, and still get a large amount of death benefit because it's a temporary policy and it does not have the cash value growth portion added to that policy. You're only paying for the cost of insurance and to provide a benefit for your family. But also, like I mentioned in my term video, it also has the living benefits, not the retirement savings portion, but it does have those accelerated death benefits. So if something happened to you, you can use some of the death benefit to pay for your medical expenses, bills.
Man, I told you.
I gotta say something.
Talk to him.
I love this mic.
Come on.
Everything that we're saying is our opinion. Okay? Don't be on this joint.
I won't say facts.
Trying to tell us that's not. No. Now, the facts about life insurance, about everything we said about life insurance in general, are facts. But when we say things like Index Universal Life is great, that's our opinion. Some people may not feel like that. You have to do your own research. We're going to give y'all the game.
You got to get what works for you.
You got to get what works for you and for your current situation. Okay? There's pros and cons in every product. Okay? So you do your own research, but this is something that we felt helpful for ourselves and for our family. So I just wanted to throw that in there and know how to grab the mic because people always try and come for you.
Yeah, I mean, y'all gonna come regardless.
I'm gonna come regardless, but when you do come,
like
just know we're saying things based off our opinion. We just trying to get game to the people.
Yeah, we're only talking about what we like and what we prefer. And the reason that I have an index universal life insurance policy is because I started thinking like, well, I've been working really hard for the last 5 years, but if I was planning, it's a difference between working hard for the last 5 years and planning 5 years ahead 5 years ago.
Yeah,
it's a completely different. So when you start to build a retirement account, you're using this mindset like I will be 50 one day,
right?
And I'm going to overfund my life insurance policy, so when I turn 50, I have over $150,000
or more,
depending on just pull out, because we're going to keep getting more and more life insurance. So by the time we turn 40 or 50, we can pull out $500K, $1 million, by paying $100, $150 a month for the next 30 years.
Hey, disclaimer, because he's 26 years old, he ain't gonna have $100,000 by the time he turns 50. This man gonna have way more than that. I can't do the math in my head because I ain't that.
Listen,
I ain't that smart.
We're going to review the policy. You're going to see.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah. The next video we're going to review the policy. It's going to grow. You know what I'm saying? And then another disclaimer. Zoom in. Let me tell you something. He's 26 years. I like to say his age. He hates when I do that. But this man is onto something. He don't even know. He's not only going to have his universal index universal life policy. He is going to still invest in the stock market. He's still going to buy real estate. This is just one of the many vehicles that he will take advantage of, because you don't need to have one. You don't have to have one. You can do life insurance. You can still invest in stocks. Do whatever you want to do. But he will have many options.
Listen,
drop the
shit out the mic. Having one investment account is like only having one thing to eat every day.
Right.
You don't have,
or one pair of underwear. Why would you do that?
One pair of socks, one shirt.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
This is just one thing that we'll be doing in order to grow.
Facts.
But the good part about these accounts is they grow over time. They tell you from the beginning, all right, this is the starting amount that you have. That's why I get focused on the $150,000 I'll be able to pull out, because that's the first thing you see when you get your policy is the living benefit that it starts with. But over time, 10, 20, 30 years, it grows, and hundreds of thousands of more dollars are added into the account based off of you paying every month. That cash value builds up.
Yep.
I almost said this is another episode of Armand